This is a message to the victims. Victims of Nekozuna'S sexual exploitation. Tell your situation to an adult you trust. Talk to your guardians, talk to your school counselor, talk to your therapist, talk to any adult who has the responsibility to help you. If you are not in the right place to get that kind of help, report it on cybertip.org. They are there to help you, and you can keep yourself anonymous to them. If you want them to know what Nekozuna has done to you, they will listen and help you to get the authorities to investigate them. Nekozuna doesn't understand this, but every illegal action she makes on Discord will be kept forever. It doesn't matter if she deletes them in your private messages, they will stay within the server's data. And the minute that the proper authorities request Discord to send them Nekozuna'S messages for the sake of their investigation, they will listen and help them to find her incriminating behavior.
I don't think they can actually do that because you can't prove anything over Discord.
To make this easier for the authorities to find her, do not close your DMs with her. Make sure to turn on developer mode on the Discord setting and copy your and her user ID. This is the way they can confirm your claims by finding two IDs matching from your report. From there, the investigation will improve and help them to prevent Suna from harming any other potential victims. Remember this, you're only a minor. If an adult chooses to let you interact with them with sexual purpose, they are by all means responsible for it. No excuses. Now that I've explained the guide, I'd like to add on extra informations. Your discretion be advised. As we all know, Nekozuna being a pedophile isn't new. It's nearly a year now since the majority has discovered. Yet, there are still minors who becomes a victim of her grooming. Worst yet, some have tried to leave and took the risk of speaking out about their experience only to get little help, which has led some to come back to interacting with Nekozuna. I'm not specifically trained enough to understand why this may occur for many victims, but this unfortunately has been one of the common moments I've seen throughout my readings on Nekozuna. I mean, to witness victims I've heard speaking out about their experience only to suddenly befriend Suna again and get brought into a private server is generally sickening to my stomach. Isn't that right, Ollie Dolly? And Nekozuna is aware of her repeated actions toward children. She hasn't yet managed to prove herself worth being by the many promises she makes on her goddamn card, only to hold for the best in the future, but she just constantly fails over and over again. Only a couple of fucking months and she already has made herself a muse server for the floods of clueless minors not to understand the danger they are putting themselves in by interacting with this pedophile. And what hurts more is getting to learn about the ability to include themselves in her very own server. She even gives some the privilege of being a moderator. And you know what? I think it may be worth checking them out. J-Dog and Sly Kisser. I know that all of you have been a trusting friend for Nekozuna, even before the public server was made. Say, how have none of you ever been uncomfortable with the constant jokes and behavior Nekozuna has made around kids? Not only privately with the server she has made, but even publicly within the chats and voice chats. Do you want to explain what keeps you away from feeling weirded out by these attitudes? And listen, I'm only narrowing this down because I know what sorts of discussions some of you have partaken in without lifting one single concerned question to Nekozuna. I'll leave it out for you to work on. Just know that I personally find all of you extremely... I could never imagine myself tolerating the behavior she has towards minor while I sit there like a total moron. Speaking of friends, Coraline and Nekozuna are collaborating? How interesting. I never thought anyone wanted to collaborate with pedophiles. Oh, okay. That makes a little more sense as to why Forlong and Nekozuna are collaborating. They do share a lot of elements. I would love to explain more of the situation I've learned, but that won't do any more impact than it already has. The largest effect comes with the victim speaking out to the proper authorities. As always, report someone who has harmed you. And yes, asking for help is hard, however, I promise you that it's worth it. You deserve justice. And for Nekozuna, Ollie Dolly, Giselle Toro, Jamie. All these names that runs down to the same person. Just know this. Like Canadian law, if you are arrested for your pedophilic action towards someone under the age of 16, you will have a guaranteed jail time.